Hi everyone. So I just want to put a whole video together showing you all the different methods for when you're finding part and when you're finding whole. So you'll be able to follow along, make sure you follow the steps, and hopefully this helps you a little bit more. So this is when you're finding your part, when your is missing. So here's your of, and here is your is. All right, so your of is your whole, and your is your part. And obviously this is your percent. All right, so we're going to work with the first method first, which was the equation from example 1 on section 4.4. And the equation was percent times whole equals part. And all you're going to do is substitute. So we know our percent is 90%. We're going to times it by our whole, which is times 20. That's our whole, equals. And then we don't know our part, so we're just going to draw a line, or you can write an X. You can either change your percent, remember you do all the work on the side, to a fraction. So you can make it 90 over 100, cross off those zeros, so it'll be 9/10. Or you can make it a decimal. So 90%, if you make it a decimal, it will be 9/10 or 90/100. So I'm just going to use my decimal for now and say 90/100 times 20. And remember, with the long numbers right now, I am allowing you to use your calculator for a little bit. And what you get is you get 18. If you did use your fraction, you could have said 9/10 times 20 over 1, cross cancel, and 9 times 2 is 18, and 1 times 1 is 1, and there's your 18. And then always remember, you need to rewrite the problem. So 90% of 20 is 18. And then underline what the problem was missing, and then circle it. So that was method 1. We're going to do the exact same problem. 90% of 20 is blank, but we're going to use now method 2, which is the ratio table from example 2. All right, so we're going to draw our ratio table. And remember, don't forget to show your part and your whole. You're going to make 8 boxes because there's a chance you're going to need to find your middleman. All right, so we're going to write part over whole. Anytime you need to stop the video or rewind, you can. Sorry, I was just closing the door for a second. Okay, so now we're going to look at our percent, and we're going to make it a fraction. And in order to make it a fraction, we do 90 over 100, which makes sense because our whole is 100 and our part is 90. And then we have our of. We can't forget our of is our whole. This is very important to know because we need to know what box to put it in. And our is our part. All right, so of is 20. We actually could put 20 here if we wanted to, and then go directly here and divide by 5. However, what if we didn't know it was 20? So like that, the 100 went into 20. You would have to use a middleman. So what we could do is we could go to 10, because we know if we bring this down to 10, we can then bring it back up to 20. So this is our middleman. All right, so we are going to divide by 10, and whatever we do to the one side, we have to do to the other. Whatever we do to the top, we do to the bottom. So 90 divided by 10 is 9. So that means we're looking down here again, and 10 times 2 is 20, and 9 times 2 is 18. And then this piece right here helps me answer my question. So it says 90% of 20 is, well, 90% of 20 is 18. So again, we write our answer. So you write 90% of 20 is 18. And that's what we were missing. And then we're going to circle our answer. So that's with our ratio table. When we go to our last method, which is the method, this one. When we go to our last method, which is our method that we just learned yesterday. It is the percent over 100 equals is over of. So everything is exactly the same thing. The most important thing is you need to know where the 20 goes. Is the 20 with our is or our of? Well, it looks like is missing because it would say is what number. Of goes with my 20, and then there's my 90%. So I'm going to fill in my 90% here. So I'm going to write 90 over 100 equals, my is what's missing. This is my part, and it's missing. So when it's missing, I'm going to write an X. So there's my is right here, and that's my X. Now my denominator is of, and that's my whole. And my whole is my denominator, and that's where I'm going to put my 20. So now we're going to do the cross multiplying, and this is going to show your arrows. It's telling me I'm taking my 100 and my X, and I am multiplying them. So I'm going to do 100 times X equals, and then I'm going to draw my other arrow showing that I'm going to do 90 times 20. So now I have to show my work here. So I'm going to do 100X equals, and 90 times 20 is 1,800. And then now we need our X to be alone. So in order for our X to be alone, we are going to divide by 100, because our 100, whatever number is with the X, that needs to be away. It needs to go onto the other side of the equation. So X needs to be alone. So 100 divided by 100 is 1. So that is no longer there. But whatever you do to the one side, you have to do to the other. So we're going to divide by 100 on this side. What's great is any pair of zeros you see from the numerator to the denominator, you can cross it off. And I have another pair, so I can cross it off. So what's left is X on the one side, and then 18 divided by 1, which is 18. So X, 18, is our is. And that's what's missing. So we're going to say 90% of 20 is 18. And I'm going to underline it. All right, so I hope that helps. This is when your part is missing, the is.